Okay, shall I start or do you want to take the initiative?
Okay.
Do you want me to start?
Yes.
Okay, so your questions were who is infected because of AI? That was your first question,
Yes.
right? Okay, so related to this question, so I think in terms of who is infected by AI, I think everyone is infected by AI. But I would like to make one addition to that is we can argue in who is directly and who is indirectly impacted with the AI. The people who are able to understand the technology they are using, for example, people like you, me, who can directly understand, for example, if we are using a mobile phone, if we are using some digital media, we are able to understand how they are working, how they take place. For example, how the software works, how different applications work. So people like us are directly impacted with the AI. For example, if there is a new technology that is based on AI, we can make our task relatively easier than those people who are not able to understand that technology. For example, to them, it wouldn't matter that how things take place. Either they are able to use it or they don't use it at all. So that is that. So these are the people. For example, if we talk about the students, uh, nowadays, I don't think any student would have not heard the name of ChatGPT. For example, if you're given a task, most probably most of the students know we have just go to ChatGPT, start things up, and we're gonna get the answers, copy it, paste it, and assignment done. So everyone has heard about it. But if we look at the broader perspective, that if we want to understand something, so we can also use this technology in a positive way. So that is that. For educators, we can use different tools that have AI technology based on that. For example, we have AI toolkit Club in which we use to generate different images. All those images were generated by AI generator because there are different frameworks that they are using. So that is that. So that would be all for the first question. So let's go to the second one.
The second one was what are the pluses and deltas of AI?
So the pluses or advantages and the disadvantages or deltas of AI there. First, let's talk about the advantages. For example, if it saves us time. For example, as I said before in the previous example, I said if we want to find about something, we want to know what is something, or we have to look up for some information, we can directly go to some AI-based uh, application or website, for example, ChatGPT AI tools. So we can directly type on it and we can find out that what is that. It just gives us a crisp answer, and we can also ask it to give us further explanation related to that. So that is one of the advantages of AI. We can also find quicker routes from Google that is that uses AI technology to give us faster routes to some place. So these are the pluses of AI. Some pluses of the AI. Now, when we talk about the disadvantages of the AI, we can say that it can breach our privacy as well. For example, a well-known example of that would be for I have taken your phone number. I have taken your phone number in my mobile phone, and after some days, it would start suggesting your Facebook account if there is one. So we used to talk about how is this taking place. I mean, this cannot be a coincidence that I took your phone number and after some days it started suggesting me your Facebook account. So basically, there is an AI at the backside that is at play here. So one more disadvantage of AI would be that as AI is automating tasks, most of the jobs would be displaced. For example, data typing, such jobs, AI can easily perform those tasks. Am I speaking too fast or is it fine?
It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. So these are some of the advantages, disadvantages of AI. And why was AI created? Third question, right? Yeah. So third question, why was AI created? Basically, AI was created in order to make our tasks easier and to automate the task. For example, in the start, when I was your age, we used to play chess on the computer. So we used to say that we are playing chess with the computer. So how computer was able to make those moves was, we can say that, based on AI. It was able, it had a data set fed into it that, for example, if the forward user is playing these moves, we can play these moves. There were three types of games that we could play with the computer based on chess. There was easy mode, medium, and the hard one. So based on those modes, the AI or the chess game computer would react it to our sorry for that. So that was the simplest form of AI for fun. But today we are using AI for businesses in order to automate our tasks. For example, in factories, we use AI with the machines in order to do the monotonous task relatively more quicker than the humans, because this requires a lot of fatigue for the humans. So we have switched to the machines using the AI to perform those tasks. So that is the main purpose the AI was created now. For example, more and more we are using in technologies, we are using artificial intelligence to think like that. So the fourth question is, where is AI used in our daily life? I think I would refer to my first answer, that who was impacted by AI. In our daily life, the people who are directly involved in using the technologies, they use AI in their daily life. For example, we use in our tasks, most of the tasks we do in our institutions are digitalized. So even in our digitalized world, we have utilized AI tools in order to do our tasks. For example, the artificial intelligence tools, the chat GPT, for example, other tools, Google Maps, and in our daily life in order to find the quickest route, and e-commerce stores. Whenever we are searching for something, there is a AI at play at the backhand side that suggests us to relative things that we search for. So there is that. So it is everywhere, and it is further going to be included in our life. So the technology is here to stay. And after that, your question is, when did AI start becoming very important to our life? So when we started to see the advantages it has to offer, for example, how much easy it does, easily it does the tasks that took quite a lot of time for us. For example, it started, I think, after 2010, when there were some tools introduced by Google or some other technologies. For example, I'm not sure what was the name of that thing. Uh, I think I'm not sure, but it was a small hardware unit that utilizes AI technology in order to communicate it, communicate with it, and also we can use it to control IoT devices. You are familiar with IoT devices, Musa?
No.
Uh, Internet of Things. Have you heard of
Yes.
it? So basically, if there are Internet of Things, for example, devices that have some sort of connectivity with them, we can connect with them. We can also use some tools, for example, Alexa and some like that, in order to control the lights, control different devices using just our voice with Alexa or some other devices like that. Sorry for that. Okay. How is AI created? So, how do you think is AI created?
Through
I think we have discussed this in our class, that how is AI created?
when people program an AI to do something.
Yeah, exactly some of that. For example, let's take a similar example. Is there something that you would like to do, but you do not know how to do it yet? For example, would you like to learn how to drive a car?
Yes.
How do you think you can learn to drive a car?
By studying about it.
Studying about it, and after you have studied about it, that there are this steering wheel, these many gears, this is the clutch, this is the race, this is the brake. Afterwards, you have studied all of that. what is the next step?
Taking a driving test.
Taking a driving test. How are you gonna do the driving test if you do not drive it yourself? After you have learned to drive, then the next step is to do the driving test, right?
Yes.
Okay. Same way, when we ask about how AI is created, we talk about AI is created, for example, as we know, AI stands for artificial intelligence. So it is an intelligence that is artificial. So if we take the simplest of example, how AI is created, for example, if we want to teach the artificial intelligence how to recognize a cat from a picture. So, like you said, if you wanted to learn how to drive first, you will read about it. So, in the same sense, we will feed data. We will make the artificial intelligence learn about what is a cat, what differentiates other animals from a cat. So, we will feed 1,000 of those pictures to the artificial intelligence. It would study those pictures that what makes a cat a cat. So afterwards, we are able to supervise it. We feed it another picture. We are able to see if it recognizes what it has been fed or not. If it does, then it's good. It's positive reinforcement. If it doesn't, we correct it. So in the same way, it keeps on learning, and in the end, the result is something that we have today. It is able to recognize this is this and this is that. So that is how an AI created. We feed there is a bundle and gigabytes data fed into the AI model. Afterwards, it comes to us as it is. It is able to generate images. It is able to generate videos. It is able to suggest us based on our searches. It is able to autocorrect us. For example, whenever we are typing something, if there is a typo error of it or it is a wrong spelling, it suggests us that do you mean this or you mean to write this? So then we say that yes, we meant that, or no, we want to keep it the way it is. So that is that. Okay, was it the last question?
Yes.
Okay, so have I satisfied you with the questions, or is there something else that you would like to ask?
No, I'm satisfied. Thank you very much, sir. This was a very
You're
informative
satisfied?
session. I learned a lot, and I am really grateful for you that you gave your valuable time.
No problem. I'm happy to help you whenever you need me. You just let me know in the email, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So all the best for your future endeavors, and see you later. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.